everyone. Few people, especially in the business world, achieve the type of notoriety that our guest today has, be it news about his scandalous divorce or reports of his financial ups and downs. And now, as a single man once again, he may be the most eligible bachelor in America. Please welcome Donald Trump.
Wow.
You're used to that kind of response when you walk into a room, aren't you?
I really get that response. I appreciate this response, though. This is a very attractive audience. It's great.
You know, I use the words most eligible bachelor in America, but I don't know. Is that the way you want to be known?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I like to be known as a businessman and somebody that's done well. It's been a great year for me. I mean, it's been one of my best years, in a sense.
Yeah, but you are seen in the company of lots of beautiful women, Donald.
I like beautiful women. You're very beautiful. This is really a beautiful woman.
Way to deflect the reporter's questions, right?
That's true.
Well, just this past weekend, you had a big party in Palm Beach. You invited just a few of your close friends, like the Miami Dolphin and the Buffalo Bill cheerleaders. Take a look at the monitors, if you will.
Donald Trump is the Hugh Hefner of the 90s.
For an older person, he's very attractive.
Just an average day at the homestead, huh, Donald?
That's quite a group.
Whoa.
That is quite a group.
The one guy there said the Hugh Hefner of the 90s. Is that the way you want to be known?
No, not particularly. I mean, I have a pretty straight lifestyle from every standpoint, and I think that, you know,
this looks like all the parties we have at our house, doesn't it? Yeah, that happens in my backyard all the time.
That is a pretty healthy group, I have to say. That's good.
You had a party, though, 2 weeks before that with all the elite models at the place.
Well, John Casablancas is a friend of mine, and he really wanted to know what to do on Saturday night. He got stuck in Florida, and he wanted to know, what do I do on Saturday night? So I invited him over to the house, and we had a great time. It was a great party.
Well, he didn't come alone. He brought lots of elite models.
He brought a lot of people. Yeah, a lot
Don't
of
say
models.
I wasn't at that one like I was at this one. I wasn't at either one. The cameras were there.
We would have made him look bad, but it was fun. We did have a good time.
Well, it looks like you're rebounding pretty well from the Marley relationship, huh?
Well, I think, hey, Marla was very loyal to me. I just really didn't want to get married. It was unfair to her, I suspect, to keep it going.
Do you think you ever get married again?
I think so. I mean, I think if I met the right person, I'd get married again. I mean, this is good for a while, and, you know, everything's fine for a while, but you get tired of it. You even get tired of what you just saw, believe me. But if I met the right person...
Yeah, but you're going to have another party just next weekend to make sure, right?
Keep going. Keep it going.
But you're also rebounding in the business world, too, you say. Things are much better.
The business has been good. The Atlantic City has been fantastic. The Taj Mahal has set records every month for the last 4 months, and I guess no other casino has won this much over a 3-month period. So,
and the other two?
And the other two are doing very well. I mean, Trump Plaza is doing record business, and the Castle is up more than any casino in Atlantic City. They just got 4-star ratings from Mobil, the Mobil Travel Guide. No other casino in Las Vegas or in Atlantic City has a 4-star rating. And what's happened is the people are just inundating my buildings. And I think it's a psychological effect, too. When I was getting a divorce and people perceived me as having left my wife and all of the other things, and somehow people maybe left, they said, hey, the guy's got troubles, he's got financial troubles, he's got personal troubles, let's get away from him. So I had 15 great years, I had 1 bad year, and you do learn about loyalty and disloyalty, even with customers. And now
So who are your friends and who are your enemies?
Well, I've learned a lot, I have to tell you. I mean, part of the book, I'm going to be writing a book. I don't know why I'm even on the show, except we want to get you good ratings. I said to Faith, we're going to get you some major ratings. And you are. You're going to get big ratings.
Tell the rest of the story, though.
I know.
I saw you at the Celebrity Chef dinner here in New York.
And what a kiss.
You kissed me on the lips in front of the paparazzi, and I said, that'll cost you. I'm booking you on the show.
I know, that's good.
True story, correct?
The kiss was so good, and it was so open and nice. She is a fabulous woman. And I
so open and nice.
And her husband is a handsome devil, I'll tell you. He's a good guy. But I think he had his back turned at the time. But,
yes.
So we had a good time.
Wait,
Didn't you win an award that night for cooking?
No.
Oh, I thought you won an award.
My mushroom soup did not win.
Really? Well, it
You
was
said you
very
had
good.
influence with the judges. You lied there,
But I didn't
too.
want to use it. I couldn't use it. I just couldn't do it.
Anyway, back to business. Even though you say that you're doing so well now, you still have a personal debt of $115 million.
Well, I was up to probably $5 billion at one point, and
In
that's
personal debt?
in debt,
Debt.
period, and that's a lot of debt. But I had assets that were worth really substantially more. Then all of a sudden, you had in 1990, middle of 1990, you had a virtual crash of the real estate markets, and all of a sudden your debt. I mean, I was under-leveraged at the beginning of 1990 or 1989, let's say. And the asset values came down so much because of stupid decisions made by politicians in Washington and other reasons. The 1986 tax law was a total disaster for this country, for real estate, for banks, for insurance companies. And all of a sudden I was over-leveraged and I had to go back to work. I mean, I literally had to go back to work, and I'm just really happy with the way it came out. It's coming out great. I don't say anything's finished, but it's really in, you know, I'm in great shape.
I mean, if I had a personal debt of $115,000, let alone million, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Well, you
Do you
probably
sleep
do have
well?
115. Do you have a mortgage on your house?
Well, I guess I do.
You probably do. I really do sleep well, and I think, you know,
You don't
some
lie
people,
awake at night and chew your
No.
nails and worry about this.
No, I really don't. And some people have an ability that they really don't worry about things too much. I would say that I have that ability. If I did, I probably would have been in a corner with my thumb in my mouth and just going, you know, Mommy, take me home. I want to go home.
Well, you certainly aren't
Because-
doing that. We saw evidence of that.
No, I'm not. No. Somebody else's thumb in my mouth. But I've had a great time, and it's been a rough year and a half past, but 1992 is probably the best year of my life because it all came together. You know, it's funny, in life you can have 15 or 16 great years, and they were unprecedented years. And if you have one bad year, so now you're 15-1. Now, if you're a baseball player and you get 15 hits, you know, I mean, you're 15-1.
Yeah, but you had a
nobody
lot
looks
of
at it.
things hitting at once.
No, I hit everything. I hit a lot of things.
And we were reading about it in the front pages of the paper, day after day.
28 days in a row, that's right, a world record. It was a wild period. I mean, to a point
But
where
are you boasting or are you sad
No,
when you say
I'm
that?
sad in one sense. In another sense, I think it was unfair because stories were made up in order to just do it. It sold. I mean, perhaps your show today will sell, you'll see, because you're going to check. I'm serious about that. You're going to check, and you're going to tell me in a week whether or not it worked or whether or not it didn't work. But we're going to burst. We're going to burst. But, you know, for whatever reason, if it sells, they keep doing it. And it got to a point where I called up the editor of a major paper, and I said, that story's really false. Don't put it in. He said, I know it's false. He actually told me, I know it's false, but we really have to go with it. And they
Well,
went
I'll
with
tell
it
you
to sell
what, if
papers.
we get great ratings, you can find a place in your schedule and come back and visit us every
we're
week.
always
But we'll
coming
take a commercial break here, and we'll come back and continue with Donald Trump.
Christopher Ryan of Burlington, Vermont won't taste our medicine. And neither will Jenny Perkins of Vail, Colorado. Nor will children all across America. And we couldn't be happier. Thanks to new Children's Tylenol suspension. We surround our medicine with rich cherry flavor. It's not like other children's fever medicines. It's made a whole new way. So your child won't taste the medicine. New suspension only from Tylenol. Finally, medicine that doesn't taste like medicine.
The game is Bandu. I want to Bandu. You want to Bandu. I bid to Bandu. Now try to Bandu. There's more to it than static. You each get 5 Bandu. Use them to buy pieces or refuse them. But if you use them all, we all do Bandu. It's ooh, ooh, Bandu. You love Bandu to Bandu. The game where the impossible takes shape. Bandu from Milton Bradley. I can do Bandu.
She put a frog in the 4th grade Christmas grab bag, introduced you to skinny dipping and the principal's office. And even though, like she says, you're both old married ladies now, when you see her, you're 9 years old again. So go to Hallmark and let your best friend know she really is the best. For all the special people in your life, husband, grandmas, teachers, Hallmark has cards as special as they are. This Christmas, there's no place like Hallmark.
You were up early.
Couldn't sleep.
What time do you tell your boss you're quitting?
11?
Today, she'll really need her secret.
Can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Hey, starting your own business is a big deal.
Pretty scary, but it's wonderful.
On any day, nothing helps keep a woman drier than pH Balance Secret.
There are 2 kinds of people in life.
Yeah?
Those who talk about doing things.
And those who go out and do them.
Secret strong enough for a man, made for a woman.
You can do this.
I can do this.
If only a low-fat breakfast could be more inviting. Sir, from the lady. Philly-free. Rich, creamy, yet fat-free. Now you can spread Philly-free instead.
What's so great about the Ocean Spray Cranberry? Perhaps we could put it this way.
Bow, 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 hoodoo, higga, bow, 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 higga, bow,
Wait, time!
Ocean Spray Cran drinks. It's amazing what a little cran can do.
bow, 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 hoodoo.
Tonight,
I never thought sex would be this good.
learn the secrets to a better sex life. A very different Dateline no couple should miss. Tonight.
And we're back talking to the Donald. A moment ago, you pointed your finger at Washington and said Washington was partly to blame for the troubles that you had in the 80s. We got a new president-elect now. What do you think of America's choice out of the three?
I think they made the right choice. I think he's got energy. I really think George Bush, who's a good man, he's a good human being, but I think he ran out of steam. He ran out of gas. He just somehow didn't seem to have the energy level left. And, you know, it's a shame. I mean, it's a shame. Nothing was getting done the last couple of years. He had a great opportunity because after the war, I think he could have gotten anything he wanted through Congress. A lot of people didn't run against him because they thought they couldn't beat him. He had this incredible opportunity of about a year, and he never took advantage of it. And I really believe he just ran out of steam.
Could you ever see yourself pulling a Perot?
I don't necessarily think so. I mean, I'm so controversial. I love beautiful women. I love going out with beautiful women, and I love women in general. And people would say, oh, that's a horrible thing. You know, somebody would say, what would they say if you said you love women? I'd say, I agree. I love women.
In your case, I mean, we've already gone through all the scandals. There'd be nothing left to uncover, haven't we? I mean...
You might be right. You might be right.
I don't know. Is there one we
don't
know
they weren't
now
even
you
scandals.
want to share with
you
us?
want to know they weren't scandals. It was just something that I wanted to do. I just had a marriage that wasn't satisfying me from a lot of standpoints. And Ivana's a good woman, and
what do you think of her business dealings? She's got perfume now,
well, I think
clothing.
I think she's going to do fine. I mean,
and a new book.
I think she's going to do fine. I mean, she writes books. She writes them on me. I pay her $25 million, and I say, by the way, you're not allowed to write a book. And then she writes a book.
You only paid her $10 million, though.
Well, no. I paid her $10 million in cash, and I gave her $15 million in assets and houses and other things. So it's a total of 25. Not bad, you know, in order to. Where she said, how can he take away my constitutional right? For 25 million bucks, folks, you take away a constitution. So I think she'll do fine. I hope she's going to do fine because she's a good woman.
You've got a new book coming out, too. You referred to it earlier, The Art of the Comeback. But in it, you're supposed to be dishing some dirt.
Oh, I have a lot of dirt, and I can't probably talk about it now because the book won't be coming out for 3 or 4 months.
Just a little.
It's really not even finished. I don't even, what am I doing here? I'm supposed to be promoting a book. You know, I'm supposed to be promoting a book, and I don't even have the book finished, so anyway.
But here's another one. You say you have dirt on Madonna. Now, how could anybody have more than we already know about Madonna?
Well, that's tough. No, Madonna's somebody that I know a little bit, and she's really an unattractive woman, physically unattractive, and I just don't know how she sells. I think she's one of the greatest salespeople around, because the woman really has zero. If she ever walked into this room and you said, it's not Madonna, it's somebody else, you wouldn't look twice at her. She's an unattractive woman who's gotten away with murder, but I have to hand it, as a promoter, she's one of the best. She really is one of the best.
You ought to hire her, maybe. I also understand, though, that Ed Koch plays a role in this book.
Well, Ed Koch is somebody that I really have something very major to say about. I mean, it'll be interesting, I guess, for a lot of people to see what it is. But Ed Koch is...
Come on, come on.
He's really a man...
Don't we want to know now?
I tell you what, you'll blow the lid off this program. I mean, I do have something that I'm going to be revealing about Ed Koch, and you'll see it in a pretty short period of time.
All right, well, you can come back here and reveal it here first.
Okay.
All right. You have a question?
My question takes us back to the world of government. There is so much waste and inefficiency and abuse and even corruption. A business run like that would be bankrupt 10 times over quickly. Why do we allow that? What can we do?
I think it's part of a system. I mean, you could look at Russia, you look at the Soviet Union, you look at that tremendous waste. I think it's probably in every government. It's sad, you know, you take the Woolman and you take Koch, the Woolman skating rink, they were building it for 7 years, and they spent $20 million. I took it and we redid it in 4 months for $2 million. So, you know, it's a pretty sad situation, but you have that all over, and probably in every government.
You have a question?
Yes. Congratulations on your Riverside development.
Thank
you. I suppose that was a bit of a coup on your part. I was wondering
For the people who don't live in New York and know what that is, it's a big project that you have planned for the west side of the city.
I was wondering, if any,
Were there any zoning barriers that you had to overcome, and how did the Riverside residents feel about your construction plans?
Do you know what you're asking? You're asking a question that could take us a week of shows to answer.
I was just going to say, that could be the longest answer in history. I could go into this for days, but basically
Give
there
him
was...
the Reader's Digest version.
That's right. There was a zoning barrier, and we will have zoning, and we have zoning, and we're getting our final approvals now.
Question over
here. It's going to be a
here.
great job.
Yes, this is a short question.
Okay.
Do you really enjoy the publicity that you get?
It looks like he does, don't you think?
Sure does.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you, Faith, the truth is I used to. I think I do it less so. I think I've learned that the press is not nearly as important as I used to think. I used to think that, you know, you get a bad story, you get a couple of bad stories, or you have a year like me where I had the worst stories in the history of the world, and you think nobody would ever speak to you. And, you know, it's funny, you can sort of judge, you're your own pollster, but walking down the street, I feel I'm probably more popular now with all of that negative press that I absorbed a year ago.
And how come you have bodyguards?
I walk around just in case.
Just
you know,
in case. All right, well, you know, we searched the tabloids just for the past couple of weeks to see what they said. Let me just, true or false? True or false? You had an affair with LaToya Jackson, they said. No?
I have to tell you, though, about that one. I get a call. I had gotten my zoning on Riverside South that day, and I was really happy. 12-0 unanimous. I walked into the office. A friend of mine called and said, Donald, do you know LaToya Jackson? Did you have an affair, or are you having an affair? I said, you have to be kidding. Please tell me you're kidding. They said, Donald, it's on the front page of the National Enquirer. Now, this is a woman who, to me, is grotesque, I have to tell you. This woman, this is the worst. I don't know, woman, whatever. This is the worst. And I did see her once with a boa constrictor wrapped around her neck. And I was at a party, and she came up to me, and she said, hello, Mr. Trump, I'm LaToya. I didn't notice the boa constrictor. I stick out my hand. I said, oh, my God, what is that moving? And it turned out to be a snake. LaToya is not no.
Well, I didn't think it was true because she's not blonde.
She's just not my type, believe me.
All right, what about the report this week that you and Paul Newman are growing your hair long to hide your thinning hair?
Oh, that's probably true with all of us now. I'll tell you what, they did have that. They said Paul Newman and myself, and a lot of other folks, but yeah, I guess that's going to be true.
I think they referred to you as an aging hunk.
They said I'm an aging hunk. I never heard I was aging, but I am aging. I guess we're all aging.
All right.
We cannot stop the clock. That's the one problem.
We'll be back and continue in a moment with Donald Trump.
Question. Which of these two instant coffees looks darker?
This one is definitely darker.
This one.
The one on the right's darker.
Is darker better? What do you think?
Dark, rich, what's not to like? What kind is it?
Decaffeinated Folgers Crystals.
I like it.
Tastes rich.
That'll get me going.
It's made with mountain-grown beans, fresh brewed, then crystallized. Want to know what the other coffee is?
Excuse me?
Try decaffeinated Folgers Crystals. So dark and rich, shouldn't you switch?
A diaper made just for newborns. It's just what he needs.
Pampers Phases, the first developmental diapers for newborns.
Pampers Phases for newborns has a cutout notch to let his belly button heal. This other leading diaper still has to be folded down. And look how tiny Pampers are, so they fit him perfectly.
Pampers Phases for newborns, infants, crawlers, and walkers. The first developmental diapers for dry and happy babies phase after phase.
Stetson's easy.
Yeah?
Yes, I got to get to my show.
Let's go.
Stetson Cologne, easy to wear, hard to resist.
Where's that great smelling guy who got me here tonight? I've got a front row seat here just for you.
Exclamation.
Punctuation.
The situation, the combination
Exclamation.
is the punctuation.
Sitcoms. Which control agent was always hiding in mailboxes?
Agent 14.
13.
Oh. Missed it by that much.
The Trivial Pursuit TV edition. Is anyone not playing this game?
Drixoral is. Sudafed isn't. Drixoral is. Contac isn't. 12-hour-long prescription-strong Drixoral is the one cold medicine pharmacists have recommended most for 10 years. Take it from your pharmacist. Take Drixoral.
We've got better things we could be doing with one another.
Their romantic weekend
Ooh, my own Paul Bunyan.
gets off on the wrong foot.
My career as a mountain woman is over.
There's only one way to get their romance back on track.
Is this more of what you had in mind?
Another World, NBC Daytime.
If you qualify for Medicare and you want quality medicine, you want QualMed.
Because QualMed has more benefits than Medicare, and it's simpler than supplements.
A doctor's office visit is only $5, and that includes x-rays, lab work, even checkups, with no deductibles and no claim forms to fill out. $49 a month.
That's real value.
Quality medicine from QualMed. Call now, 750-4949.
See it live on 4.
And we're back. You have a question you'd like to ask the Donald?
Yes. If you could have your choice, who would be the one person you'd date?
Wow.
Or who are the
How
three most
about-
beautiful women in the world?
Well, how about Lady Di? That would be an interesting one. She's going to be available.
She's married.
Why not?
That would be it? That's your choice? Look around. What kind of
No,
women
not
do
my
you
choice.
like?
I think my choice might be you. Look at the legs on her. Boy. Good for you.
What kind of women do you like, though?
All
I think it
kinds
would be
of
safe
women.
that you take beauty over brains.
No. I like beauty coupled with brains. I mean, I prefer a beautiful woman to a non-beautiful woman, and I know that's discriminatory. I know people say how horrible. He's a horrible human being to say that. But I'll tell you what, men, raise your hands. Does anybody disagree with me? I mean, does anybody in the audience?
Al raised his hand over here.
You disagree? Actually, the truth is, I really love all women. I love all women.
All women? Okay, he loves you then.
Other than
You have a
LaToya
question?
That's you, she fits into that category.
I have two comments. One, I think you're a lot better looking in person than you are in your pictures. And number two, my mother thinks you have the sexiest set of lips in the world.
Say hello to your mother. Thank you. Thank you.
Sexiest set of lips, huh? Over here.
Hi. I just wanted to find out, how did you get started in your businesses? Was it something that you started yourself, or did you inherit anything, or anything like that?
When I graduated from college, I went to work with my father, and he built housing in Brooklyn and Queens. And it was dangerous stuff. I mean, you'd knock on a door, and there'd be bullet holes through the door. I'd say to the people, what are those holes? And they'd say, those are bullet holes from knocking on the door and collecting rent. And I said, you know, I think I'd rather sell apartments to Johnny Carson and Steven Spielberg. It's much easier. And I headed into Manhattan and did certain things, and it just sort of all worked out. It's been interesting. It's been a lot of fun.
You know, we were joking around about the tabloids a moment ago, but, you know, it must be hard for you when you think that your kids, you have two beautiful children, and you think your kids are picking it.
I actually have three beautiful children.
Three beautiful children. When they pick up the stuff and see all these reports about you all the time.
Horrible. I mean, you know, and nobody really believes it. Nobody believes necessarily the Inquirer or the Star or the various papers. But when you have like a front page story about LaToya Jackson, which is just so false, I don't know this woman. It's disgusting to me, the whole concept of it. And frankly, you have a front page story that I'm in love with LaToya Jackson. And in fact, I left Marla for LaToya. That must make her feel great. I mean, you know, it's one thing losing out to good competition. It's another thing to LaToya. So, you know, you have something like that, and I don't know that my kids see it, but maybe they see it, or maybe somebody in school tells them, oh, your father's going out with LaToya Jackson, and my daughter would say, my father? Oh, my poor father.
How do you explain to your son even that Daddy's having a party with the Buffalo Bills and the Miami
Well, that's
Dolphins?
not so bad. See, that's easier to explain. The Buffalo Bills, they call them the Buffalo Jills, by the way. The Buffalo Jills cheerleaders and the Miami Dolphins cheerleaders, that my son could really understand. He's 14, and he could really understand.
It's only a father
that
and
one's
son
all
know
right.
how to relate, huh?
The
We'll
truth
be
is,
back
that one plays pretty well, but the rest of it, forget.
All right, Gladys, from the top.
Though we know you love butter, Fleischmann's found something other. It's move over butter. All the smoothness of butter with a rich, creamy flavor. Move over butter. It's either move over butter or nothing at all. With sweet, creamy buttermilk, zero cholesterol. Move over butter.
New Move Over Butter from the folks at Fleischmann's.
Sinus weather, and you're about to take a sinus medicine that could make you drowsy. Next time, take Sudafed Sinus, the maximum strength combination of pain reliever and fast-working decongestant found in Sudafed that won't cause drowsiness. For non-drowsy relief, depend on Sudafed Sinus, because people depend on you, now in easier-to-swallow tablets and caplets.
Frankie loves to imitate his dad. And Dad, of course, eats it up. So when he saw that place called Garage, he bought it right on the spot. It comes with all that garage stuff. You know, power tools, a garage door opener. Frankie loves that.
Up and down, up and down.
Even on his own, he was at it for hours. I mean, I actually had a phone conversation. He was so cute. He was just like John.
Wake up, Dad, wake up.
I'm glad someone thought of it.
Sandwich Improvement by Vlasic Pickles.
When building a sandwich, the most important detail is the crunchy, juicy Vlasic pickles.
Because Vlasic has the taste that guarantees a successful project.
Remember, Vlasic pickles, the sandwich improvement you can do yourself.
What makes everything so Rich-Mackin? Rich-Mackin, all good. Cool Whips the one with that rich, creamy taste. Cool Whips the one.
On the next Faith Daniels,
I have the honor of introducing you to your mother.
witness a reunion 40 years in the making on the next Faith Daniels.
It's Unsolved, live. You've got 90 minutes to solve a mystery, live. From locations across the country, call in, live. Unsolved Mysteries, NBC Wednesday.
All right, very little time left. You have a question here. Stand up, please.
Yes, another tabloid question. Is it true that Princess Diana is thinking of buying an apartment in Trump Tower in New York?
Her representatives are looking, yes.
Ooh.
We're getting a little close.
How many bedrooms?
Now we're getting a little close.
Is it a one-bedroom place with a twin bed?
No,
Is
it
Prince
needs one.
Chuck staying at home?
I understand you're a very wealthy man, and I see what you did with the skating ring and everything. I was wondering what you could do for housing for people here in New York City, to do something in 4 months for, you know, people.
I think the government can do a lot. I think if Clinton gets in and changes the housing programs, he can do a lot to build housing for the people in New York and every other city.
Okay, question here. Stand up, please.
This is not a question, it's just a comment. We find you very charming, which I'm glad to do an ad to the lady that you are nice looking.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So, you know, that's not the first time. In the commercial break, someone said to me, he's not like what we read about. He's not that terrible person.
Well, you know, the image, I think, is a lot different than the fact. But it's interesting. When they take pictures of me, if they take 100 pictures and one's horrible where I'm crunched over and the eyes are closed, that's the one they use every time. So when people see that, hey, you know, he's okay, they don't believe it, actually. It's a little tough.
Donald, you have a publicity staff, and I'm wondering how come they can't offset this bad or negative press that you've been getting?
I like the good publicity, and I like the bad publicity. It all plays. It doesn't
You like the
make any
bad publicity?
I don't. I'll tell you truthfully,
Because there are
I
reports
used
that
to
you
hate
phoned
it.
it in.
No. Oh, wrong. Wrong. Did I phone in the bad?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I used
yeah.
to dislike bad publicity. I've almost found out it's irrelevant. It's just an overall thing. It almost
Ink is ink.
doesn't matter. Well, it
But aren't there
almost
days
doesn't
when you
matter, but I
regret-
don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like bad publicity. Nobody does. They
Well,
say, oh, I don't mind, and I've got thick skin.
Well, we
That's a lot of
appreciate you
nonsense.
joining us today.
You're
Donald
great.
Trump.
Thank you. Great show.
Double your chances of winning twice the money on the First News Cash Quiz. $10,000 could all be yours today at 4.
Are you being treated fairly by the big insurance company? I'm Mark Simon, attorney at law. I'll fight to get you the benefits you deserve. Call 831-HURT for a free consultation.
And I asked the 1-800-dentist operator point blank, who are these dentists? What qualifies them to be on your service? And she was great. She told me all about the screening process that the dentists go through, how they check their licenses, their standing with the dental board. They get references from other dentists and patients. I was impressed. And all this is free to me, I'm thinking, so why wouldn't you call 1-800-DENTIST?
Make the educated choice. Call 1-800-DENTIST today.
If your creditors have you on the run, you need Andy Cameron.
I'm Andy Cameron. You can protect your property, even pay what it's worth, not what you owe. Call me for a free consultation.
Call 831-8309 now.
From News 4, this is a 24-hour news update.
I'm Renelda Muse, coming up on First News at 4. The latest on another storm that could be headed our way. We'll have all the details. We'll also get important advice for parents on safe sledding for children. And our Tom Martino is organizing a call-in program that you will not want to miss. All these stories and more coming up at 4. We hope you'll join us.
Oh, hi. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You can approve these Thanksgiving appearances.
You're off duty as of now. We have something else scheduled.
We do? We do?
Well, we're supposed to be at your mother's for a serious wedding planning strategy
Okay,
session.
fine. I promise. As soon as I get you to approve these things, all right?
It can wait until morning.
Senator, you have the police retirement home, the 3rd Street soup kitchen, and the settlement house, who would all so much appreciate...